What if the happiest chapter of your life begins after you leave America, somewhere beyond the borders? There are mornings that start with the sound of waves instead of traffic. A steaming cup of coffee sunlight dancing on the ocean, and no bills piled on the counter. Just calm. After decades of work raising families, paying taxes, and chasing deadlines, maybe peace isn't something you earn, it's something you choose. Across the world, more and more Americans are doing exactly that, packing their bags, selling their houses, and rewriting what retirement means. They're not escaping life, they're upgrading it. Because while the cost of living back home keeps rising, there are places where your monthly Social Security check stretches twice as far. Places where healthcare doesn't drain your savings, and where neighbors still know your name. These are countries that don't just welcome retirees, they invite them. Warm climates, low taxes, easy residency programs, and communities where English is spoken and friendship is free. From Latin America to Europe, and even the edges of the Caucasus, a quiet revolution is happening. You've worked 40 years for this moment. Now it's time to let the world take care of you. Here are 5 countries offering easy residency programs that turn retirement into freedom. 5. Panama. The Pensionado Paradise. The first thing you notice in Panama isn't the heat, it's the rhythm. The air hums with the slow sway of the Caribbean waves, tapping against wooden boats in Bocas del Toro, and locals laughing in that unhurried, sun-soaked way that makes you question everything you once called normal. Here mornings start with the scent of salt and roasted coffee beans drifting from seaside cafes, and the only rush hour is pelicans diving for fish. For many Americans, this isn't a vacation spot. It's the beginning of freedom. Panama has built one of the most generous residency programs on earth for retirees who are done chasing bills and just want to live. It's called the Pensionado Visa, and it's as simple as it is life-changing. Show proof of at least $1,000 in steady monthly income from Social Security or a pension, and Panama opens its doors wide. No massive deposits, no complicated bureaucracy, just proof that you've earned your peace. And once you're in the country, rewards you for choosing simplicity. Half-price movie tickets, a quarter off your electric bills, discounted transport flights, and even hotel stays. Imagine a place that literally thanks you for being retired. Healthcare, top tier and affordable. Panama City's hospitals rival those in Miami, but a specialist visit costs about the same as a dinner for 2 back in the States. Life itself becomes lighter. Rent a breezy apartment for $600, $800, shop at the local mercado for $300, $400, and live comfortably under $1 and $700 a month. Every dollar stretches further. Every day feels like a reward. Bob and Linda, 2 retirees from Texas, say it best. In the U.S., we had money but no time. Here we have time, and that's worth more. They spend evenings watching the sunset melt into the sea barefoot and unbothered. No alarms, no anxiety, just life. In Panama, retirement isn't an ending. It's the art of starting over slowly, beautifully, and on your own terms. Retire once but live twice. 4. Portugal, Europe. Without the price tag. Morning light spills over Lisbon's hills, bouncing off pastel walls and cobblestone streets polished by time. A yellow tram clatters through the narrow lanes, bells echoing between tiled facades. Cafes open their shutters to the scent of espresso and warm pastel de nata. And somewhere along the waterfront, a retiree sits with a paperback and a calm smile, not a tourist, but someone who found a new life at half the cost of the old one. Portugal has become the quiet escape for Americans who still want the grace of Europe, just without the price tag. Its D7 passive income visa makes that dream accessible. Show steady income of around $820 a month $880 from Social Security pension or rental income, and you can settle in a country that gives you a 1-year residence permit renewable into permanent residency after 5. It's bureaucracy made simple, hospitality made official. The rewards go far beyond paperwork. Portugal's public healthcare system, SNS, ranks among Europe's best. A doctor's visit can cost as little as $5 to $15. Prescriptions are heavily subsidized, and most staff speak enough English to make you feel safe. Many retirees say their blood pressure literally dropped, not from medicine, but from peace of mind. And then there's the rhythm of life. The days stretch long and easy under the Atlantic sun. Lunches are never rushed. People actually talk at the table. Strangers greet you with bom dia. Shop owners remember your name, and a glass of local Vinho Verde rarely costs more than $2. The climate is mild year-round. The ocean always close, and crime remains among the lowest in Europe. Cost of living. Still one of the most forgiving on the continent. A couple in Porto lives comfortably on around $1 to $800 a month, including rent, utilities, and nights out. A single retiree in Braga can manage on about $1 to $200 while enjoying cobblestone charm and mountain air. Even in Lisbon, life feels affordable when compared to New York or San Francisco. Portugal offers that rare balance, old-world beauty with new-world practicality. Sun-drenched coastlines, excellent healthcare tax benefits for newcomers, and an ease that turns every day into a slow-motion postcard. For many retirees, it's not just Europe they've dreamed of, it's Europe they can actually afford. 3. Belize, Caribbean. English-American ease. The color of the water in Belize isn't just blue, it's electric. On ambergris Kai, golf carts hum along sandy paths. Palm trees sway lazily in the ocean breeze, and pelicans dive into turquoise shallows so clear you can see the coral breathe. There's no rush here, no traffic lights, no winter coats, only sunlight. Sea in the quiet confidence of a country that speaks your language but lives at half your speed. For Americans dreaming of an easier life under the Caribbean sun, Belize's Qualified Retired Persons Program, QRP, might just be the open door they've been waiting for. It's tailor-made for retirees over 45 years old, with a monthly income of at least $2,000. That's it, no property purchase, no high investment, and no stress. Even better, you can import your household goods and a vehicle tax-free. Your furniture, your boat, even your golf cart. They all come with you without the heavy hand of customs fees. Belize greets you in English, its official language, which makes settling in effortless. Legal documents, medical visits, and daily conversations all flow naturally, a small miracle compared to the paperwork maze of most foreign countries. Banks are familiar with American systems, and US dollars are accepted almost everywhere. For many retirees, it feels like a tropical extension of home, but one where the rent costs less than your old utility bill. Life here moves with the rhythm of the waves. In the beach towns of Plasencia and Corozal, expat communities have already built warm, welcoming circles. There are potluck dinners under palm trees, Sunday barbecues, yoga by the water, and endless sunsets shared among new friends who all came searching for the same thing: time. Time to live, to breathe, to feel sun on their skin again. Living costs remain modest: rent, $700, $1,000 utilities, around $120 food, $350, $400, putting a comfortable lifestyle between $1,500 and $1,900 a month. Healthcare is affordable, fresh produce is cheap, and you can buy a whole grilled lobster dinner for less than a latte back in Los Angeles. But the real beauty of Belize is how it feels. It's the sound of steel drums in the evening, the soft English chatter mixing with ocean wind, the way neighbors wave as you pass on your golf cart. It's the moment you realize your worries didn't make it through customs. Here, retirement doesn't mean slowing down, it means finally arriving. Retire with a cocktail in one hand and freedom in the other. 2. Uruguay, the Switzerland of South America. Along the wide Rambla of Montevideo, couples stroll hand in hand, their laughter carried by the breeze rolling off the Atlantic. Joggers pass by musicians playing guitars near the seawall, while old men in Panama hats sip mate from silver cups. It feels peaceful, quietly prosperous, a rhythm few countries in South America can match. This is Uruguay, small, stable, and strikingly civilized. A place where time flows gently, politics stay calm, and retirement feels safe. Uruguay's Residency Visa Program has become a hidden gem for retirees who want a second life without the bureaucracy or the noise. There's no strict minimum income requirement. You simply need to show a steady legal source of income, whether it's your U.S. Social Security pension or rental property back home. The process is straightforward, transparent, and welcoming. Once accepted, you gain access to the same healthcare and rights as locals, no second-class treatment here. And healthcare is where Uruguay shines brightest. Both the public and private systems are exceptional. Many expats join Mutuales private membership hospitals where you pay around $60 or $120 a month for unlimited access to doctors, specialists, and tests. The doctors know your name. The system actually feels human. One retiree from Oregon put it perfectly. In the US, I had insurance but no care. Here I have care, and it costs less than my cable bill. Beyond medicine, it's the country's mindset that wins hearts. Uruguay is the oldest democracy in Latin America, known for transparency, personal freedoms, and low corruption. Same-sex marriage, secular education, even legal cannabis. This is a nation built on quiet progressivism, not chaos. For Americans used to political division and tension, Uruguay feels like a long exhale. The climate is another hidden blessing, mild coastal, and almost free of natural disasters. No hurricanes, no earthquakes, no deadly heat waves. Winters are cool but gentle. Summers warm and breezy. The ocean's always close, and so is peace of mind. When it comes to cost of living, Uruguay balances quality and comfort. A couple in Montevideo can live well on around $2,000 a month, enjoying sea view apartments, wine, and fresh produce. Move out to Piriápolis or La Paloma, and your budget drops closer to $1,400, still surrounded by beaches, cafes, and safety. Groceries are fresh, infrastructure is solid, and utilities rarely surprise you. There's a quiet dignity to life here. Evenings end with the smell of barbecue asado drifting across courtyards and conversations that stretch past midnight without a hint of hurry. You'll find retirees sitting along the promenade, watching the sky fade into the Atlantic. No rush, no fear. One American put it simply, gazing at the ocean. Here my Social Security actually means security. And in Uruguay, that's not a slogan, it's a promise kept. 1. Georgia. The 1-year free visa. Heaven night falls over Tbilisi, and the city glows like a jewel between the Caucasus Mountains. The Bridge of Peace stretches gracefully across the Metkvari River, its glass arches shimmering under thousands of lights. Street musicians play jazz beneath the old fortress, and cafes spill onto cobblestone lanes where laughter mixes with the scent of wine and roasted khachapuri. There's something magnetic about Georgia, ancient yet young at heart, small yet endlessly open. For Americans, Georgia might be the most generous country you've never considered. You can stay up to 1 full year without a visa, no paperwork, no consulate visits, no rush to leave. And if you fall in love with the lifestyle many do, getting long-term residency is just as simple. Prove a modest, steady income, or invest around $100,000 in real estate, and you're welcome to stay indefinitely. No country in Europe or Asia makes it easier to start over with so little red tape. Then come the perks. Georgia's tax system is built to attract foreigners. Income earned abroad is taxed at 0%, which means your U.S. retirement or remote work income remains yours untouched. Daily life costs are refreshingly light. A comfortable apartment in the heart of Tbilisi, for $400, $600 local groceries, for $150, $200 dinner with wine for two under $20. Your total budget. Around $900, $1, $200 a month, and yet the quality of life feels rich. What makes Georgia special, though, isn't just affordability, it's spirit. The people here are famously warm, greeting strangers as guests of honor. Hospitality isn't a gesture, it's a belief. Locals still toast with homemade wine, saying "Gaumarjos" to life before pouring another glass for you, as if you've been part of the family all along. The air is crisp, the mountains dramatic, and the food fresh, fragrant, and full of heart, might just be the most underrated in the world. Georgia is a land where freedom feels effortless. No endless bureaucracy, no suffocating prices, no noise of constant comparison. Just simple days framed by mountains and evenings filled with music, wine, and peace. Because freedom doesn't have to cost a fortune. Sometimes it's served with wine and mountains. Retirement isn't a full stop, it's a border crossing into another life. A life where mornings no longer begin with an alarm clock, but with the sound of waves, the smell of fresh coffee, and a soft ocean breeze slipping through the window. A life where time is no longer measured by meetings or bills, but by moments of peace you finally have time to feel. From Panama, where the government thanks you for retiring, to Portugal, where Europe becomes warm and attainable, from Belize, where English echoes across a Caribbean paradise, to Uruguay, the land of kindness and safety, and finally to Georgia, where freedom is poured alongside wine and mountains. 5 countries, 5 different paths, yet they all lead to the same destination: less worry, more freedom. You don't need millions to find happiness, only the courage to cross the horizon and believe the world still has places that want to take care of you. Retirement isn't an ending. It's your passport to peace. So if you could choose one place to call home, which country would it be? Comment your number below. And don't forget to subscribe to Discover Globe to join the next chapter of your freedom journey, where we'll keep exploring new lands, new people, and new beginnings waiting just for you.